What's up, guys? Welcome back to Build Cool again. Today, it's back to work on our 1986 Honda Helix Cn250. And in this episode, it's time to go through and service this thing. So we're going to start at the bottom and work our way up. I've got so much stuff for this thing. We're doing tires, spark plug, air filter, the intake manifold, all the fluids. I don't think we're going to mess with the coolant on it because I was looking at it and it is bright yellow. So the hoses look okay. They've definitely seen better days, but I don't have all that on hand and I need to go through and order that stuff. So I'll probably just wind up taking this apart at a later date and addressing it then. She does run really cool, so that's definitely a positive. But I'm going to go through, get all the parts set up. I'll show you guys what we got, and then we'll start draining fluids, taking wheels off, and working our way through this thing and try to get as much done as possible. But before we get started, let's go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button so we can keep on building cool. And with all that being said, let's get started. guys. So we're flying right along on this thing. The final drive fluid is changed. The oil's changed. We put a new screen in there. Changed the spark plug. Got the rear tire off. We still need to install the exhaust gasket. But I just checked the mail. And wouldn't you know, we got the air filter and we have our intake. So I'm thinking next step's going to be to go ahead, get that air filter in that box. Then we'll go ahead, pull the fuel line, do all that. And then we can pull the carburetor off real quick, change the intake, get the front wheel off of it, and call it a wrap for this episode. And then in the next episode, we'll reinstall the wheels. I got some heated grips I want to put on here. I've got a USB port that I would like to install so that way I can charge while I'm riding. And then we'll get all the body panels put back on and do all that in the next episode. So, I'll get you guys set up. We'll do the air filter, fuel lines, and then pull that carb real quick because I think it'll be quick and easy. So with all that being said, let's keep going. So after a long day, we managed to get quite a bit done on this thing. Fluids are changed, wheels and tires are off, the fuel line's replaced, the air filter's replaced, the spark plug's been replaced, the list goes on and on. But I did get the carburetor pulled off, but unfortunately the intake that I bought, the bolts just don't fit. It started with the intake being a little too wide, so I had to grind it down a little bit to get it to fit where it's supposed to go. And then now the holes are a little too in, and they need to go out a little bit. So I'm going to just go ahead and take care of that off camera. I don't really have the tools I need, so I'm going to have to go over to a friend's house and use what he has. So I'm just going to go ahead, do that there. I'll probably deal with the tires as well tomorrow off camera. Get those changed, get the proper valve stems on here. And then in the next episode, we'll go ahead, finish up getting that carburetor all mounted. We'll get the tires on there. We'll make sure everything works. I've got the heated grips I want to get on here, the USB charger on here, and then we can start figuring out all our body panels. So before we get out of here, let's go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button so we can keep on building. The channel's growing quick, and this build's gonna be over before you know it. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next builds coming up. Because I got a lot of things lined up, I just don't quite have the time to do it all. So with all that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace!